Hello and welcome to Mechanical Mastery. This time around, in episode 15, we are looking at this weird contraption that's behind me. There is some sort of sense to the madness here. It is dough playing time. Oh yeah, we did also do a bit of with Fissil fuel down there, but yeah, let's get into it. Okay, let's try this here. So we want to get to the next bit of the quest here. It's the Fissil fuel production that we actually want to get set up. It should be fairly straightforward with an isotopic generator. I'm thinking of maybe I can place it here. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Into that one, we want to have the... Well, we want the purification chamber, but that's step 2. So into that one, we want the chemical infuser. So a chemical infuser here, position something like that. Into the chemical infuser, we have 2 things that goes into it. We have the uranium oxide, which is coming from a chemical oxidizer. Something in that line, I think. Might actually be that way. Should be returning. I don't know. And that one takes the enrichment chamber recipe. And into that, we basically just need to inject the uranium into it. So that's input into that one. From the other side, we want... So let me just remove stuff that I already set up and prepared for. So from the other side here, we want the hydrofluoric acid, which is sulfuric acid with a bit of fluoride in it. So let's see, how can we do that? That's in a chemical dissolution chamber. Something like that. And that one actually needs, so if you want to do that, then let's just grab a quantum entangler here. And set it up for sulfuric acid. There's no point in setting up a secondary production of it, at least. Let's see, gases, output. So there we go. This should now have power. Perfect. And sulfuric acid. That means that we can take, we just verify, we can take a bit of fluoride. We probably need to set up some sort of a processing for fluoride, but that's a different story. We can take that and toss it in there. And before I forget, let's add a few mufflers so that we don't get too annoyed with all of this. And of course, I actually think this one here can take, yeah, it can. So we might as well add some gas upgrade there as well. We likely want to actually have the other 2 upgrades as well. It's not like power is the biggest problem we have, and we can easily scale it if we want to. Yeah, this works pretty well. So on the other side here, we want uranium. Let me just verify. It's just this in here, right? Yeah. Give me a point. And some power. Point, some ultimate power, there we go. And a point. And here we want to set up power for the entire line here. Power consumers. Yeah, we haven't actually generated the big power generators yet. This here should get powers for all of it. And then upgrade, please. How do we set this one up? So we want to output to left and input on the other side here. So that should push it in here, which then pushes it in here. Can it push it in here? Do I need to configure you? So right now I can configure back. What is front and what is back here? If I understand This is actually the front. We now have... Oh, that's loud. I thought wrong. One more of you. Silent. Thank you. So here we go with a decent amount of fissile fuel. Now we need a purification. How do we purify it into this one here? We just take fissile fuel and fluoride dust. That should be fairly straightforward, I think. Once it's crafted. Might even be able to just plot it down right here next to it. So we need an export here that exports uranium. We need a fluoride export as well, so we actually need 2 exports. So if we set an export here, we want to export uranium in here and over here. Oh, I'm literally at the edge of how far away I can be from my... That's interesting. We need some cable here. And let's see, in here, did we set that up? Not yet. So uranium, I think it is. Yeah, like that. And over here, we want to do the floor. How do you spell that? Fluoride, like that. Yeah. Just regular fluoride export here. We might actually want to do another one, but yeah, let's see if we have the purification chamber ready. We do. And if we place you down here, and gases, that's input, yeah. Can you export to that side? Not items, gases. Something like that. Yes. And if we take a bit of the fluoride that we had, I don't know which machine do we need to take it through in order to get it as this here. We just needed to take it through crusher. Okay. So fluoride. Crushing factory. Yep. That's actually just for the sake of right now. My guess is the quickest processing. Yeah, that's definitely enrichment chamber. Right, and we should be able to auto-craft it as we need. We do need a crafter for it. Do we need more than one crafter? No. Uranium will automatically be crafted if we run low. Fluoride will need a crafter. I actually think we need 2 fluoride exports. And we need a crusher. Let's see, can we crush? Can we create a crusher? It would really help if we could. We can. So a crusher and export. Excellent. So what I'm thinking here, a bit unconventional, is to have a crusher here. So if I place a crusher right here, this crusher here should be configured so that it outputs to one side, input from the other side, and here it takes fluoride in. Right, I need to hook it up down below first. Otherwise it won't work. But if we go in here and grab a bit of fluoride and toss it in here, and muffle it, and speed it up. Didn't I configure you to auto intake? Yeah. Maybe I actually need to say this is input. And first one. Excellent. So how many more do we need? We have this one. We have that one now. That one we can pull out of our system, and then we just need the elite controller. So all we actually need here is blaze cakes in order to run the system. So that's a simple and quick way of actually doing this once you have a decent sulfuric acid system. But yeah, this one over here, actually I think I need crafters in 2 of them, right? So you and you need crafters. I wonder how I want to do this. Because crafting this on demand... Well, I could say that we toss in the... Actually, we can replace this one here with a crafter. And then that actually might make sense. So that we say that... that should be fine. That should actually work really well. So what we're saying here is 1 fluoride. So 1 fluoride becomes 1 fissile fuel. And it's a processing pattern. Then we can always... Oh, not here. There. And you might need... No, you don't need a... Oh, right. You cannot add crafters here. Like that should work. Let's go down here and hook it up. At least my logic says that should work. Whether it's true or not, we'll see once we actually come to the final step of this. I do have some stuff down here. I don't think I actually ever showed this small build down here on camera. Not intentionally, at least. But the basic idea is that we have cobblestone coming out here, gets crushed into gravel, gravel gets crushed into sand, clay, and flint. And yeah, simple, quick, nothing special actually about it. Just a simple small build. Let's see, can we have the pellets now? Can I? Let's say I want 16 of them. 15 plus the ones I had. This works pretty well. If this is a purification chamber, if I remember correctly, this can take gas. That's definitely something that you want to do. That one can be a bit quiet, and we can increase the speed. We can additionally do a tier upgrade on some of this. So if we tier upgrade you, we tier... Let me actually... So you... Anything else here that makes sense to tier upgrade? Maybe that one. But I'm not sure I want to have it higher than that, because how many do I really want it to have at a time? Yeah. Unless this becomes a problem, I'm not going to upgrade that any further. There we go. That also means that I can split this out and then easily run it. There's still one thing I need to do. We need to get this back out. So an interface. Let's quickly get that up and going. While we wait on it, we might as well pull a bit of cabling down here. Oh, right next to where we were. Perfect. How can I do this? Nope. Oh well. Something like that, and then I can run around. Yep. And then we have an interface ready. Drop down the interface here. And then output front, auto object. And you have now crafted those. Let's see. So just craft 8 of them. That goes in here, split on. And that crafts 8 of them, tosses it in here. That is fairly okay. This works. This was actually way simpler than I expected. Excellent. Anyway, that's the next step of this. And I'll take a look and see how far we are, whether we want to continue or do some minor things. Okay, I've figured out what I want to do next. I want to try to get to the blaze cake. So it should be a fairly simple craft, but it does require a few components that we need to build out. The first one here would be one of the final steps in it. It's basically placing down a basin with a mechanical press on top. And for that one here, we do want to set up an importer. So I want to import out the completed blaze. What is it called? Blaze cake base. And we want to set blaze cake recipe in the item below here. I think that's pretty much that one there. Not much else in it. A quick small showcase. I did actually set an arm down here that automatically feeds the blaze burn over here. And then just a depot here with a bit of coal on it that it continuously can take from. But yeah, that one there. I do need a bit of cable. One cable, actually. We just need one. Need to be there. We then also need the recipe for it. So let's get the pattern crafted up. There we go. I do think I already have a recipe for that one, right? Yep. So it's only eggs and cinder flour that I need to concern myself about. Excellent. The cinder flour should be fairly straightforward to do, I believe. I think I'm gonna repurpose the craft I have down here. I am not really using it anymore for anything of importance. So I might as well have it like the generic crafting element that it is, or can be. So if I toss a crafter on it, how do I want to do this? I want to come in from this side. And that way. And then carry the cabling down below here, I think. And then in the other end here, we just need an importer. With carrying the cable down below and the cable coming from the top. Right. So might as well get an elite one. The good thing about this one here is that it's different inputs and outputs, meaning that I can just keep it unfiltered and it will just import anything that goes through the system. So that one there. Hover on, down below. And oh, seems like I almost had made the space for doing it. But yeah, completely unrelated. So that there, now we just need the pattern for it, and then we should have cinder flour. Let's take a look here. Yeah, how many does it actually give? 1 to 1? With sometimes a bonus. I'm gonna ignore the bonus and just say that that's a bonus. Meaning that there will always be a little bit extra in the system. So if I go in and say cinder flour, I should be able to say give me a stack. And then it tosses it all through. Maybe I actually wanna... Do I want to tweak that? Because one at a time here seems very slow. I definitely want to tweak that, so sorry about that. It's those small optimizations here that's gonna save time at the end. Because if I say a stack gives a stack, then that becomes significantly faster. So stack gives a stack. No? Right, there. And then jump over here. I probably need to cancel the recipe from last time. Yeah, probably need to recancel that one. And then give me a stack. It might actually... Is it already done? It's already done. And looks like I could actually do well with tossing in a stack upgrade here. So if I go in and grab cinder now, say we want 4 stacks. Comes through. 1, 2. That's decently fast. I can increase it a bit more if I want to do that. But this is also a place where I could actually process the wheat down to wheat flour. And yeah, I do need to set up another mixer here that can take wheat flour and water and mix it up to dough. So yet another one here maybe. So what's this called? This is called basin. I can never remember the name of it. We need the basin. We need the mechanical whisker. Whisker. It's a mixer with a whisker. Yep. Makes complete sense. Place you there. Place the mixer above. I almost want to swap the two, but both of them need some sort of a power anyway, so yeah. Could actually just take... No, I cannot. So if I take and unravel you here, take a bit of this here and create some... Where are they encased? Create a few of you. And I have them above here. Would that work? Yes and no. Work in the sense that I could get all of them spinning all the way down here. And then I need one of you. And if I place you there, you should get... I don't have two. There. Oh. Overstressed. Can I do that? No, I thought so. I could not. But what I can do is place one here. Place one here. And then have a regular shaft here. Still overstressed. Yeah, I know. We have quite a few machines on it as well, so maybe... Can I boost it up with this power from over here? The interesting thing here is that as long as they spin the same direction and speed, you can actually connect them together and then they will augment each other, right? So if we can make this one here turn the same direction as that one, and I don't know if that's the correct direction. I would need to disconnect something in order to actually verify that. Disconnect that one there. So is this going that way in this side here? That means that I think they're spinning the same way. Let's actually try that out. To my eyes, this looks like this, and this is turning. Yes, exactly. And then we can replace the vertical shaft that we removed from here. And then everything now works again. How much do we use down here? We have a capacity of 16,000 here, and we're using 5,000. Or is it 5,000 on that one? Yeah. So this one up here, you here give 8,000. And each of them down here gives 5,000. I can't see that anywhere. Sorry, 500. F16. That's That's actually the 16,000 total. So I'm using 5,000 out of. I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point. Anyway, we now have that one here. We need a bit of water in it, but I actually want to test out. Can I do the? So we do have a crafter here. Can I craft using water from the system so that it actually uses water in the crafting recipe? I need an importer here as well. I do also need to not get too sidetracked right now, otherwise this video is going to run long, and I prefer not doing that. So there it goes, and if I go over here now and go into, I think it's, no, it's that one, this one here, right? If I go in here and say 1 bucket of water, some wheat flour gives a dough. I wonder if that would work here. Let's take a look. So dough. Craft me one. I have no wheat flour. Oh, I need to also set up the wheat. Details. So here, you might get a few bonuses, but I'm going to say 1 to 1, but I'm actually going to say, how much wheat do I have? None. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to... That should give me enough to test with. So if I take... Okay, I need to upgrade this to be a higher amount later on, but for now this should be enough to test it. So let's say dough now. How does that work? Give me 1. It has water in it. It still has water in it. Do I have a dough in here? Where did my dough go? Is there a chance that this is not turning into dough? No heat required. This turns into dough. Let me just try that again. Do we need to remove the water from this pattern here? And maybe just provide water through alternative ways? Okay, so let's say we want 2 of you. Oh, this one over here needs to be configured to only work with dough. Right. Did that work? I still have no dough. I have some wheat flour. I am not sure where my wheat is going with this, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Is the wheat... Oh, right. I'm being foolish here. It's always on the wrong mode. Always. Right, so if I take you and toss you in here. So I do need to have the... Back and forth, back and forth. Oh, not that one. That one. So here. 1 of each should give a dough. cancel everything, and then we try again. So we want 2 of you. That was the first one. That sounds like the second one. Still have a wheat flour in here. Likely because I forgot to do. Excellent. This works. Cool. So last one we need to actually set up is the haunting, which is a fairly straight one to set up, but does require a bit of pre-build. Yeah, I'll come back once I figure out how I want to set it up. So, bringing you back to a quick update. So I'm looking at how I want to do the haunting, and I was looking at something similar to this. Actually, I think I'm going to go with this. Let me put it that way. So I crafted down below an importer here. The idea here is that, yeah, it's kind of difficult to explain. But the basic idea is that when you have it set up like this here, all 6 of them will actually hit that one target, which will make the entire thing go faster. Or at least so somebody has told me. So now I'm going to test it out and see if that works. So something like that here. We do want to have this one in here configured to allow for X to import it. Now I just need to hook it all up. Almost there. 2 on the sides push the right way, which means that the one in the middle, of course, pushes the wrong way. The question now is, how do we actually fix this? I do have an idea. It involves 2 gearboxes. Am I blind? Didn't it just craft? I'm significantly blind. One here. They should all be... I think they're all doing the opposite of what I want now. And if I go up here, install you. All of them now pushing. This looks correct. Everything here looks correct. So maybe a bit of trapdoor protection here would be in order. Top of this one here, place a trapdoor. At least it's not gonna blow my head off. Yep. So let's hook that up and see if that works. Did I forget to punch a hole down through? I think I did. There we go. Set up wrong. It now makes sense. We have 5 of those. And if I place one of you here, well, all 5 of you are fine. Now we should have some X. 5X. Now, give me one from start to finish, please. Oh, egg. Perfect. So, that was the egg. Now we just need... Can we actually do the blaze cake thingy? We can probably test one of them. That was fast. But I don't see it crafted. Have I misconfigured something? Probably have. And it's of course a place where it's difficult to get to. Have you been misconfigured? Yes, you have. Which means that I need to go back here. Go over here. Cancel that one and then try again. That was fast and quick. Just like we like it. We do have one more step there that we actually can quickly knock out. So a bit of lava turns into a blaze cake. We did not have that already. Nope, we did not. Which means we can jump over here. Remember where the hole in the wall is here, but here. We can toss that one in there. And that should allow us to craft one of you. Yes. But we do need to configure you to be extracted from it as well. Perfect. Oh, right. So, give me a bit of cinder. Interesting how it didn't actually discover that prior. Cinder, we have blaze. We do need one of the empty ones as well. Good thing that we can just craft it like that. And we have an extra blaze cake, so now we have 2 blaze cakes. Now we can do the fancy firing, which is technically all we need in order to do the last bit here. Control B. So, we have that one. The only thing we need now is weed. Weed. Yes. I think this is a pretty decent setup for today. So let me check the time and see if we have time to squeeze in a quick small wheat farm. Okay, let's quickly build something because I think I can just squeeze in a quick build. And there we have it, a small little pythogenic isolator setup. All of them just set up with wheat in it. There is pythgrow available for some of them, depending on how fast my system here can craft it. But yeah, so that should... Maybe I want to round robin this though. There's a bit of pythgrow here, right? Yeah. Plenty of neither for more if we want to. It's just a matter of getting to it. Did this one get completed correctly? Yeah, it is. But this means that I now will have wheat very, very quickly. It does disable. As you can see now, the light is out here. That means that it's no longer extracting. It's no longer generating pythgrow either. Now it will fill up, and once it's filled up, it will stop processing. And whenever it goes below, it will tick once and then toss this stuff into the system. So that's really great. But yeah, if you like what you saw this episode, we got the blaze cakes up and running. We did get the Fissil fuel up and running. Yeah, we did get a few small things. Oh yeah, not to forget the egg. I can definitely prettify this build here, but I think it's a pretty interesting way of doing the egg thing. But yeah, that's it for this time around. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, toss me a like. Otherwise, see you out there.